Ladies and gentlemen, I have officially made it halfway through high school. I just completed my sophomore year, and I decided to show you my final 3 days as a sophomore. Before we get to that, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be making a ton of videos this summer, you don't want to miss it. This is probably one of the best videos I've ever made, but it took a long time, so I really hope you enjoy it. Let's do it.
Waking up at 6 a.m. is usually the worst thing in the world. But with only 3 days left, I knew I had to make the most of it, so I walked in my room with a new sense of joy. After having a great breakfast, compliments of Mother Chef, I got ready for school, hoping to make the most of it. I had this goofy smile on my face, which is the opposite of how I feel most days. But look at this dog, how can you not feel that way? I stepped out into this dewy morning and enjoyed my ride to school. Turn in an assignment on the way to school, because if you're not doing it at the last minute, you're not doing it right. My first class of the day doesn't allow phones, so into the backpack you go. The best way to kick off a good class is with a game of cards. Jackson, do you think you're gonna win?
Hopefully. Depends. If Eric plays high, then we're good. If Eric plays high, I'm not gonna match with him.
They're all just playing cards. There's not much happening in class right now. We got our yearbook signatures.
Alright.
After watching our favorite propaganda flick, Rocky IV, we decided to go to a little party. But first, we got Gonzalo here. He's gonna go do math. It's time for lunch, but we're gonna go to a little party. It was a little celebration for all the work we've done in the club that year. Now the food was good and the people were friendly, but there was only one reason anyone was actually there. To see your boy sing Country Roads.
Miners, ladies, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty as country roads, take me home,
Take me home, country roads.
take me home, country roads.
Subscribe if you think I sung well, because I think I was the only good singer there. Great the party, Gonzalo. After an uneventful study block, it was time to go home.
Survived that day.
I just cheated on him. I've walked out to the buses a million times, and if you know me, I have a history with buses. And this walk is usually the best part of my day because I get to go home, but today I was just turning into some philosopher because next year I'm going to be driving to school, so this may be one of the last times I make this walk. And that's the end of day one. Nothing really happened in the afternoon, so see you for an exciting day two. You know, I don't know why, but the 6 a.m. mornings just get so easier when you know there's only a few of them left. We had to make a stop at the supermarket before school, and you'll see why soon. I actually had PE today, so we decided to check out the yearbook while we were there. And we soon realized that everyone is chopped. Just kidding, but for real. They're broken up, she killed a school of orphans with her driving skills, and come on, shouldn't that be me? That got boring, so we decided to do a completely normal thing and film in the bathroom. After that, it was time for chemistry, and we're doing the only fun lesson of the year, making ice cream. We're making ice cream, and I think it came out successfully, but we're gonna try it. And I brought toppings.
Though, so
We gotta eat it fast? Okay. We got toppings. Skittles, gummy worms, chocolate, and do we try it? I want to try like something like plainly to see how it tastes. Moment of truth. Tastes like vanilla.
The sugar didn't mix in as well as I wanted to.
Really? I think it doesn't. It's very.
It tastes very nice.
It does. The ice cream on its own was actually really good, but note to anyone who's making ice cream in chemistry class, do not put a load of toppings on. Just keep it simple to sprinkles, and you'll see why in a second. Right, so now we got M&Ms and sprinkles in there. Horrendous extravaganza ice cream. I just put more sprinkles on it.
Thank you.
Using what he's got left, helping out the poor. Okay, this looks disgusting like on camera, but I'm gonna eat it. As much as I'm trying to enjoy this ice cream, I really hated it. I regret putting on all those toppings. So please, if you ever make ice cream, do not put a million toppings on it. Just eat it plain. Even though my ice cream looked like absolute poop and people were stealing my toppings, this was the absolute best end to a chemistry class that low-key sucked for most of the year. But you know what? This class made up for it, and if you ever get an opportunity like this, don't go halfway. make the most of it. And that's our final chemistry class for the year. On to our next class.
So we're in Intro to Criminal Justice now. I just gave my shin.
Colin is singing songs and playing Minecraft in class. Graceland's not doing her work. Typical.
And the rest of the class, me, I guess. I don't know. Probably Colin.
After that flick, the day was pretty much over, so I headed home. But something about today was oddly reminiscent. I know things change, but sometimes I'm worried things change too fast. I took some time to reminisce on some things we did in the year, like homecoming. It's not like the movies, but at least my dance moves are pretty sweet. I also thought about the time when I pretended to be the president for 3 days. Go watch that if you haven't. It was my first away trip, and being able to make content and sing on the bus, it was just such a perfect experience, and I guess I'm just worried that one day I won't be able to have experiences like that. I also got to fly my own drone for the first time. That's pretty cool, right? But enough reminiscing. It was on to the weekend, where we had something planned. With only 1 weekend left before the last day of school, I wanted to make the most of it, so we headed to the mall. It's a bit of a way, so I enjoyed the drive before going to our first stop at Barnes & Noble's.
Alright, Ethan, we're here at the store. What are we here to do?
Get books.
No, we're here to do whatever I say. Alright, let's go. Hey, Ethan. Remember in that video when we went to get the Feastables and then you farted?
Yeah.
You trying to repeat that?
After getting a little sweet treat, we went to something even sweeter, the Kawaii store, do a little shopping, feel a little cute. What we're going to be doing is making a pin out of a Pokemon card. It's basically where, actually, it's easier if I show you.
You can pick a card based on vibes, and we'll put it in here, and we'll press it together, and it'll create a button just like what we're wearing.
Okay. Ooh, this looks cool.
You want to do the Ultra Book?
Yeah.
Okay. So, card. And you get to press it.
Press it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to push this till you feel a click. You're going to hear the click, okay?
Yeah.
No judgment. Yeah, you got to really push it.
Yeah, was that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So
Again?
there's no click, but you're going to bring it all the way down to the bottom, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead. All the way there you go. That's it.
There, now you
And that is a pin? That's actually really cool.
Yeah. Now we put
Thank you
the
very
back
much.
in.
So we made this pin there, and we got that, a little yellow Pokeball. I thought it was cool. I didn't want to spend too... Well, why you...
Making that pin was a lot of fun, and if you get the chance to do it, I definitely recommend it. Sunday was literally just a rainy mess, although I did take my first behind the wheel class, which was fun. And now it's time to go to sleep for the final day of sophomore year. Listen, I've been taking PE all my life, but this is a class I'm glad to get out of the way. I low-key spent most of this class just hunting myself down in the yearbook, and hey look, there I am. Goodbye PE, I miss the days when we were forced to play the most random games. For my last real class of the day, we finished Rocky 4, but I spent most of the class just goofing off with friends. I know I sound corny, but it was going to be a whole summer since I saw most of them, and I just wanted to make the most of it. I know it's not that deep, and maybe I'm just being a little dramatic for the video, but this truly was one of the best final classes I could have had for the last days. Can't get too caught up though, I still got 2 years left ahead of me, and apparently they suck.
Last class of the year. Never going back to Euro.
Never again.
You know what? That might be a good thing.
After listening to that, we started playing this game in the hallway during our final lunch period of the year. We were just kind of bouncing the balloon around, and I don't know why, but I thought it was just a great way to end the year off with my friends. And I wanted to take a minute and just reminisce for a second because we have done so much cool stuff this year. We've done school stuff, and believe it or not, it was not all boring. We've been to conferences, we've done volunteer work. It was a lot of something. We've made videos this year, and while some people may not be happy with the amount we've made, I just want everyone to know that YouTube and creating content is my passion, and I will never give up on it. It just can get a little hectic. Something that's always hectic, but you never get burned out of, is just hanging out and goofing off with your friends. I don't want to sound cookie cutter or anything, but I would not have been able to survive this year without them. Because at the end of the day, or the month, or the year, you don't remember the test you take or that thing you screwed up. You just remember the real conversations with your boys, goofing off with them, or taking photos. Those are the things that count. So if you got a homeboy or a homegirl, tell them you love them, and that is the best in the world. And remember, you only live once, so go grab them and go do something stupid. And with that, we had survived our sophomore year. It was easier than I thought, but that was just the easy part. because now it's summer and we have to find a good way to spend it. But luckily, I think I've got that covered.